Coalesce is a level that a lot of people remember fondly. This level by Thawne Zero was one of the first popular boss levels and featured this purple dude, Cole. A lot of people know this as the PA level for them, the one that introduced them to the game. And I'll be honest, I am not a lot of people. Coalesce is an iconic and great level, I won't lie there. For me personally though, it's not the one that got me super into the game. I get to thank Ultra Orange for that with this Cheez-It. Regardless, this level's long anticipated remake was something I was looking forward to alongside everyone else. Not to mention, it's a start to a storyline, Silent Echo, which is already a massive difference from the original. Hopping into the level, the first difference is visible right away with this, I think, crystal thing. It's probably some story stuff that was added in. This is a storyline now, after all. The attacks here are pretty straightforward, which is a nice way to start things off, always. The spinning part afterward is a classic attack from the original, and I have to say that despite looking hard or unfair to dodge, it's actually really fun and easy to pick up on. Cole fully makes an entrance next, and is much more animated than in the original level. It's without a doubt an improvement, although I do have to admit, with this part, it did feel a bit off to me that the bullet explosion attacks occasionally replaced the lasers. The lasers felt more like they synced, in my opinion, but there's probably some reason they weren't just used the entire time, so I can't complain too much. The next part has Cole popping in and attacking with some circles, as Cole does normally, and this has to be my favorite visual upgrade to an old attack. The original level had Cole still sitting around in the center, and this one detail adds a lot to how the level feels as a boss fight. The spinning part after this I expected to be the same as the one in Memories, as it was already remade there, but it actually had some more details added to it. The little animations for Cole and the details on the circle, they're pretty cool. And up next, after some break time, is what's probably my favorite part of the level. The final set of attacks from Cole feels so much like a grand finale, which is probably why this was probably the hardest part too. It definitely ups its visual game from the original level here as well, with the camera movements probably being my favorite addition. Now after this would be the end, right? Nope! Unlike the original level, there's a bit of lore thrown in the end after this. Drelly, which is the name of the player in Silent Echo, wakes up and runs off, which seems to imply that this entire level was a dream or a vision of some sort. It's a nice and small bit of story that doesn't overdo it. There's no dialogue, you're not sitting there for too long, but it gets across the point well and quickly, which is something I wish people did more in level storylines. Notably, there was an issue with the level where the player color was different than the one here, but that was fixed later on in an update, which is good because I was a bit confused before. I thought we had a two protagonist thing going on. Overall, I think this level definitely improves on the original a ton. All the changes help to push it into the newer era of creating, while still maintaining the classic feel at its core. And on top of it all, it's a great way to start off a story, which I'm looking forward to the rest of a lot. I'd say the gameplay, theme, and visuals were all around great on this level. That's it for this review. Subscribe for more reviews. Goodbye.